Slovakia just put speed limits for pedestrians walking. Speed walking. This is a real thing. Power walking now have a maximum amount of speed that you can go in Slovakia, which technically speaking won't start into the new year. But we got to break this down because this is quite interesting. On Tuesday, the Slovakian government actually adopted an amendment when it comes to traffic laws, permitting a maximum speed of 6 kilometers per hour. This speed applies to pedestrians, cyclists, skaters, and scooters. Talking about e-scooters as well. The main reason for this is to stop collisions from happening on the sidewalks. But the question is, if someone is speed walking, how do you measure that they're doing 6 kilometers an hour? The author of the law went on to say about all of this, the main goal is to increase safety on sidewalks in light of the increasing number of collisions with scooter riders. Adding, especially in cases where it's necessary to objectively determine whether they were moving faster than what's considered an appropriate speed in areas meant primarily for pedestrians. What's funny is, wouldn't it just be easier to just don't put scooters on sidewalks? Right? Wouldn't that make more sense than put a speed limit on all of those things, including people just power walking? And how do you enforce that? That's the other question I have. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I'll be sure to keep you updated, so please do share my videos and follow me for more. Did you know that top Trump officials are now living on U.S. military bases? Yeah, civilian advisors living on U.S. United States military bases. They moved out of their Washington, D.C. homes to live on military bases. Why, you're probably asking? Let's break this all down. It all started after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and soon after that, protesters started targeting the White House advisor Stephen Miller and his wife Katie. Protesters then got outside his neighborhood in Virginia, said that he was like one of the mustache people, and now the Millers, alongside with at least 6 other top Trump officials, are quietly moving into secure military housing across Washington, D.C. These people include Kristi Noem, Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, and others. And these houses are usually reserved for generals, and so they were pushed out to put in these political appointees, and experts say that this is like the first time we've ever seen something like this. But the reason for all this is quite clear. The threats are escalating because after Charlie Kirk's death, we've seen the Trump administration label Antifa a domestic terrorist group, despite no legal framework on that label. And with ICE agents going through cities, with the National Guard going and being put into cities, and other things happening, including, well, a government shutdown, people losing SNAP benefits, people are getting angry of the people who are making the decisions. And look, in history, we have seen sometimes these figures go into these bases for a temporary thing, but now it looks permanent, which should show you something. That if your people are that angry with you, that you have to live full-time at a military base, clearly you're doing something wrong. And there's more to this story. The Atlantic put out a great article called "The Top Trump Military Officials Are Moving into Military Bases," and I would suggest you read it. It is quite interesting. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on this though, so please do share my videos and follow me for more.